Good morning and welcome back to a new video and a new year. I hope you had a lovely New Year's evening and that this year is going to be good for you guys. Today's inspiration for this soap is from the Soap Challenge Club. We're going to do a dipping technique. The reason why I decided on this dipping technique is we usually with New Year's resolutions, we tend to decide we're going to start new and do everything over and so on or whatever. And the honest truth is most of the time we bring all of the stuff from the previous year with us. So I decided instead of making New Year's resolutions, I'm just going to embrace everything that I've learned last year. So this is going to represent all the stuff that we did the previous year in 2024. We learned new things, we tried new stuff. We have some challenges, we had some triumphs and so on, and we're going to build on this year 2025. We're going to just improve on last year's stuff, so I'm not going to start over from scratch. It's a work in progress, so that is going to be the whole thing here. So let's just jump over right into the table, and I've already mixed our batter halfway because I think by now everybody knows how to make soap here. Okay, let me just quickly put on my gloves because we're going to need gloves for this expedition. Oh my goodness, what have I done here? It's because I'm not using my newly learned technique from last year. Okay, got one on. Let's see, where's the other one? Okay, they say thumb in first, then twist around and slip your fingers in. I think I've got very long fingers. It gets stuck in everything. Okay, I had one finger in each one. So yeah, okay, there we go. I've got them. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to mix a few different colors. I have some Colon clay in this one, so I've got my Colon clay. I need a lightly colored one. Then I'm got some pink orchid clay here, but I added a little bit of Spanish red in there as well, just a tiny bit because I wanted a little bit more for contrast in there. And then I've got some green clay in my third container. So I'm just going to stay with the three colors. I've got some paper towels because I really do think we're going to need it. Or at least I'm going to need it. So let's see. I will leave the recipe in the description box again as usual that I'm using here. Okay, it's not, it looks like, now it's already emulsified. I'm not going to fiddle too much with it. Just going to put that one there and split it into my different containers here. I am on camera, am I? Yeah, I am. Okay, so I think the largest portion is going to be white. I'm just going to eyeball it here. Okay, and a little bit of the pink. I wonder if my stick blender is going to fit in these tiny little cups. Don't know. Okay, maybe not to fill them too much. Okay, and the rest in there with the, oops, okay. Maybe not that quick. I think that was a little bit overfilled. You see, new year, new mistakes. But we're fine with it. We're just going to roll with it. There we go. Going to steal a little bit out of here. And a little bit there. And I don't think my stick bender is going to work in there. Okay. Okay, so we are going to mix this up until medium trace. Apparently medium trace works the best. And then we're going to pour different colors together in a plate, and then we're just going to dip it and see where we're going to go with it. So here's my pink orchid clay with my tiny bit of red. Yeah, this is going to be much better than just the pink orchid. The pink orchid is nice, but it's a very subtle color. I really do like the little bit of darker pinkishness in here. It's like a dusty pink. Okay, let's see. And then the green. Is this going to be green enough? Yep, it's going to be green. I think I like this color. It's about the same tone as the pink, so I think that will go very nicely together. Okay, I'm just going to mix them up until medium trace, and then I will be back with you. Okay, we are still at the thin trace. I think I'm going to try one at thin trace and see how it goes, and then we can move up to medium trace and then maybe thick trace, I don't know. I must say this recipe is moving quite slowly. It's not in a rush to set up, which is a good thing for other kinds of pours and so on. So this is really still liquidy. They're still runny, all of them. I think if you do it at such a thin, you know what, let's try something else. This is not just a dip. We're going to do a pour thing as well. Let's just give this a try. This is really thin. Oh, as you can see, this is going to be quite a messy spoon. Okay. I must say, I actually love this. This is like a nice watercolor kind of theme here. So if you want to try it with a really thin batter, you can do it this way as well. So this is maybe not the dip technique, but a pour technique. There you go. I'm just going to put it down and let it set up a little bit. The recipe that I used, the water content that I used is a 1:1 water to lye ratio. I've got an extra mold here. Okay, the water content were the 1:1 lye to water ratio. The reason for that is that I tried to reduce the water content to reduce chances for soda ash as well. So yeah, you will hear it's new audio. I lost my audio in the original video. From here on, we're just going to do a voiceover. So yeah, playing around as we go. Now the trace here is still a very thin trace. I decided, okay, let's try another one. And not swirl it as much as the first one. So I'm just adding a little bit of batter in here and trying new things. It's a new year. Try new things. If one thing does not work, then learn from it, try something else. Then something you will see on this soap, there's quite a lot of air bubbles in the batter. Because my containers are so small, I can't get my stick blender all the way to the bottom. So it incorporates quite a lot of air there. And what I found that works actually quite well is if you take a flame, I've got one of these lighters that actually tiny little blowtorch thingy, and you blow that flame over the soap for a few seconds. It pops all the bubbles. It works in a similar fashion than when you do resin work. With resin, you also pop bubbles with a flame. So it was on the table. I thought I'm going to try it. So yeah, I'm just using my flame. There you can see a little bit of the flame over the soap. And then you get this glossy, smooth finish. It's actually quite beautiful. So if you ever struggle with bubbles in your soap, you can't nuke it, but you torch it. It works quite well. Okay, so I've stick blended again a little bit. just stirring it, trying it to a little bit of a thicker trace. We're actually going to go in here for a actual dip. So I'm just getting everything ready here. Very indecisive on what I should do next. With this whole process, if I can tell you right now, is use more patience. Maybe that's something else we need for the new year, is more patience, because I started out, the tiny little bit of research that I've done, they tell me that a thicker trace, a medium to thick trace works best here. And I am blending and blending and blending this stuff, and it's just not getting to a trace, or a medium trace, or a thick trace. And now I need to do something, so I'm trying it. But you can see it's very, very fluid still. And I must say, it's actually a good thing to try things in different stages. I'm going to go in for my first actual dip. And it didn't dip, I just touched it barely. Try the second thing, or second round. And I must say, what I love about this is if a soap does not turn out the way, or a dip does not turn out the way you like it, you can scrape all of that soap off and you can dip it again. So I've got 3 lovely soaps here, although it's definitely not what I am aiming to do or to actually get there. So this one I decided, you know what, let's just dip it another time and see if that's going to make a difference. Go in for the 3rd try. This is now, if plans A, B and C not working, we still got the rest of the alphabet. We're just going to continue. So I decided, just scrape everything off. Gonna leave it, and then we're gonna recycle the soap. It's lovely in the plate. If I could just duplicate that on the soap as well. But anyhow, okay, just scrape it into the extra mold that I've got there. Stick blend it again. I'm definitely going to read this recipe for you. It's the first time that I actually use lard in something like this, and it stays fluid forever. Here at least you can see we've got a medium trace, something like that. Not even completely, but it's starting to hold its shape, at least on the plate. It's just not just flowing like water. We've got a left brain and a right brain there. I'm going to split it in half. I always like to add a little bit of white. The contrast seems to work nicely there. So take another one, and then I decided, now, you know what, let's just do a squiggle through here and just move it a little bit around. Although I don't think it made any much of a difference here. You're supposed to dip it and bring it up with an angle to get that kind of texture that you see there on the right hand side now. The texture, not the bubbles. The bubbles weren't part of the texture idea there. Torching it just off screen there. There you see most of the bubbles are gone, but there's still some of them, but there's some texture that stays on the paint, those 2 little wobbles on the right hand side. So that's part of the thing that the dipping technique we aim for, is to get texture and color. And I decided, we've got a backside as well, so let's try it then. It's starting to thicken up enough that I can actually put the soap upright and it's not just all drizzling off. So there's the first actual dip. Again, just recycling it. And I must say, on the plate, oh my goodness, the stuff that happens on the plate. It's my favorite. Okay, we're going to fast forward a little bit here in between the pourings and stuff, just to make this video a little bit shorter. We'll slow down on the dip itself. This is actually, I don't know, it's intuitive, or I don't know what even to call it, because every time it's going to be something different. And I think that's also the beauty of this technique. You can try something different, and you see there's more texture now. And the back side as well. Okay, just recycling again. I must say, whatever is going to happen in this mold, it's quite interesting. Although, okay, what happened were interesting. You will see at the end of the video, I do a cut and show all of the little soaps that I've made there with the extra batter that were left over. Okay, there's another texture thing. Not really that interesting. That one actually looks a little bit better. I haven't dipped it deep enough to my liking, so I'm just dipping the ends there again. Alright, and up to the next one. Now we're starting to blend completely in this plate. But anyway, as I'm dipping here, since I'm doing a voiceover, I don't need to explain. You can see what I'm doing there. I'm pretty sure about it. So while I've got the chance, I just want to thank you guys for sticking with me through the year. It was quite an interesting year. It was the year that I got monetized. So 2024, January 2024, I got monetized. And I also launched my herb oil business in 2024. So that actually took a lot of my time away from YouTube. Developing products, testing it, getting your packaging ready, do marketing, labeling, all those kind of things. I do everything in-house. So yeah, you are marketer, researcher, developer, packer, courier guy, delivery guy, stock controller, everything in one, and then try to manage my house as well. So the wheels came off many times in my home. I must say I've got two men that actually steps in nicely, and they help out. So there were times that they made food and so on. We did a few markets this year. Most of them it did quite well. I learned a lot from the markets as well, because on the markets, some markets are good for your product and others not. For my balms, which is more medicinal, a market where you just put your stuff down, it does not sell well there. You need to be there, explain to people what's going on. Skincare products were good, not a problem there. So yeah, it was interesting doing the markets and so on. So a lot really did happen this year. Okay, so yeah, you see I just poured it in a straight line, swirled it twice to the one side, once to the other side. Not a lot of complex stuff here, but it actually came out very nice. I at some stage added some pomegranate and sage essential fragrance oil to this, not essential oil. Just to try to speed the trace up. So anybody in South Africa, the fries rains, the pomegranate and sage behaves very well in soap, because I don't think it sped anything up at all, which was the intention this time. So I will put the link, I will put that in the description as well, because fries, I think it's FRAIS. The brand name, African SA Candle Deli do sell it. I think South African, Fun with Soap, I do think also sells it. So there are a few people that actually does sell the FRAIS, Frias, or is it IAS? Can't remember. But yeah, in the description box, if you're looking for it, the specific scent works quite well. Okay. Just setting it up overnight. Oh, no, I decided I wanted to swirl it with a sticky, and then I thought, okay, I never make high tops. This mold, anyway, as well, I received the inner from Natasha that actually gifted the inner to me. She decided it's too small for her stuff. I thought, okay, for YouTube videos, it's actually quite nice to have a smaller mold. And then another friend of mine, Dina, she's got a laser cutter and does all my laser cutting crazy ideas for me. She just decided she's going to make me a nice little holder there, and I messed it up with soap completely on the first go. It's still working, but it's full of soap. Okay, so here's our soap after it stood for, I think, about 12 hours. You can see there's a slight bit of soda ash on top of this one and the others as well. And I decided I'm just going to try to slice it with a knife to get it properly on screen. And I must say, I like the little swirls there. And the green and pink actually does work very nice with the fragrance with pomegranate and sage. So the pomegranate pinkish and the sage greenish. And yeah, I think it came out quite pretty. I like it. And it's mesmerizing to look at soap cutting. I don't know why, but yeah. A little bit of a close-up. You can see there's air bubbles everywhere in here. That's because of my blending. Okay, and here's the dipped soaps. That one's little marble effect. This one I actually like the spotted, but you can see the soda ash there as well. I tried afterwards to spray it a bit with alcohol, and it did make a difference. Those are all the front sides of the soap. And there is my little lady. Do you see the dancing lady? It's good. Looks like a skirt at the bottom and the two arms out on the side. I don't know, got the alien eye in the middle. But anyway, so let's just dance into the new year. Thank you for spending time with me. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video again.